I'm looking in the mirror going, man, my eyes look really tired today, and I got a good night's sleep last night, so I don't know what's wrong. But today I have almost a full basket of new makeup, so I want to give these things a try, see what I think about them, and if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure you stick around and let's get going. Hey everybody, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sheena and makeup is like therapy for me. Today I'm going to try out some new to me makeup products that I picked up and talk about them and see what I think. Now, I don't have a new primer or foundation or concealer, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on and then we'll go ahead from there. I think I have y'all zoomed in pretty well. I have done my primer, foundation, and concealer. Normally I would have gone ahead and set my face. Sorry if you can hear my dog. I'm trying something new today. I picked up some cream products. I have never used cream products before. I have very oily skin, so I'll always stick to powder products. But I've been wanting to try them for a while. I was very tempted to pick up some of the cream blushes last year from e.l.f. So I decided to pick up beauty ones from e.l.f. And I got the contour in Fairlight, the blush in Candlelit, and the highlighter in Rose Quartz. So hopefully I can get this to work out well for me. As you know, this is my first time. So I think those, I'm not sure how, I gotta figure out how the packaging works. That looks pretty blended. Let's put a little bit more. This just seems a little, the color doesn't seem quite right for me, if that makes sense. It's a little more gray than what I normally would use, and it's super light. I may need one a little bit darker this summer while my skin is as dark as it is. So that is the contour. Now let's try out the blush. And ooh, this one came to the top a lot faster. I think that, I mean, it's really light. I'm just curious after I set my face how this is gonna look. Okay, and last I have the highlighter wand. Like it wants to come out on the side instead of the end. I can't decide if it's lifting my foundation or I just put too much of the glow wands on my face. But since this is my first time using cream products, then you know, I wouldn't be surprised if I just put a little too much, because I felt like they were really light and didn't show up very well. Now, I did get the Morphe Bake and Set setting powder in the color Brightening Pink, and I got this to set my under eyes. I've been wanting the pink powder, and when I was in Ulta, I think Morphe, Kylie Cosmetics had one, but the tester just didn't really look pink to me. It kind of looked more like white. It didn't really have any pink shade to it, which is why I ended up going with the Morphe one instead, because I was gonna get the one from Kylie Cosmetics, but I just wasn't really sure how it was going to be because it just didn't look very, but this one, you can see it is very, oh, I just dumped all that out on my dog. Oh goodness. Not my brightest move. He is not impressed. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these puffs from the Mentos Rude collab. I actually wanted to get the one from Real Techniques, but the Ulta that I was at yesterday was sold out, so I wasn't able to pick it up. Okay, since it is a bacon set, I am gonna go ahead and let that set, and then in a few minutes I'm going to set the rest of my face, and when I set the rest of my face I will dust it off, and then I will come back and we will continue. After setting my face, I just feel like you can't see. Let me zoom y'all back in. I feel like you can like barely see the blush, and I take that back. This isn't my first time using cream products. I have a couple of face palettes that have cream products in them, but it's the first time using cream contour and using like individual cream palettes. Cream products. And my biggest issue with cream products is once I set them, I really need powder products over it, and I mean I have to set my face, so I'm just not sure. I mean, I may keep trying some cream products, but I'm not really sure if they're for me. What do y'all think? Like, I don't want to have to put on powder blush after I set my face because my cream blush just disappeared. But let's continue on. Now, this is not a new palette, so to speak. I have actually had this palette in my basket for a little while now to use. This is the Natasha Denona Mini Pastel palette, and it only has one matte in it, which I think is one of the main reasons why I haven't used it, because I've kind of been like, well, what do I do with just one matte? Today we are gonna give it a go and see what I can come up with. I usually pick out my brushes ahead of time, and I didn't today, so I apologize if it may, well, I'll probably edit it out, but it may take me a little bit longer. Now, I think this brush is actually from Natasha Denona. I'm going to use this brush to do the matte part of my eye look with the green, and I'm going to put that in my crease, and then I am also going to buff it in on my lower lash line, since that's the only matte that I have in this palette. Now, the one thing I will say is this palette, this green is pigmented. And then I'm going to use this blue right here. I want to try to use as many of the colors as possible. So I'm going to use the blue and put it on the outer half of my lid. And I just wet my brush with a little bit of setting spray. I usually always do that with my shimmers. And I will wet my brush before I put them in the shimmer, and then I will spritz my brush afterwards just to help with fallout. I mean, this palette is making me wonder if I should be investing in more Natasha Denona palettes, because I kind of am enjoying this. It looks really good. And now I'm going to use this lighter blue right here on the inner half of my eyelid. It doesn't seem to be quite as creamy as the first blue was. It's a little more hard to pick up. Oh, I should have put the pink here and used this as an inner corner highlight. It's so pretty. But it blends and it looks really good. Okay. I mean, I've never been I have quite a few minis from Natasha Denona, but I've never been huge on them. And after trying this one, I'm wondering if some of the ones I have just don't have as good a formula as this one. I mean, I feel like people are always like, this is the same great Natasha Denona formula I always remember, but I feel like this formula is better than what I remember from my other Natasha Denona mini palettes. And I'm just buffing some of that green above the blue because I feel like it got lost. And last but not least, I'm going to put this pink shade as an inner corner highlight. And I'm just using this as an inner corner highlight because I feel like it would go better with it than the gold would. Originally, I would have used the gold, but I just kind of felt like this was gonna look better, and I have to say I really think it does. I think it looks really good. Okay, I'm going to grab a product from my new basket. I have a basket that has some different products in it that I want to try, and I just need to. This is an eyeliner that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I think this silver will go really well in the waterline with this look. It's not quite as creamy as my ColourPops, but it does look pretty close. I feel like it didn't show up, can you see it, as well as I thought it was going to. It might be because it's shimmery, and I don't know, for some reason I have problems with shimmery eyeliners. Put that one over there. I also have a new mascara, or new to me is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll, and let me put this on and then I will give you my thoughts on it. My first impression thoughts. First impression, this is going to replace my Maybelline Sky High as far as being my favorite drugstore mascara. I like this a lot. So hopefully as I continue to use it, I will find that I like it. Now, I don't have a new setting spray. I'm just gonna use this one because it's almost gone. I think that finished it up. It can go into my empties. The last thing I have is a matte painted lip color from About Face in the color Not Your Baby. I don't have my glasses on and it is showing, but it is this color and I think it's pretty. Let's see how it feels. It's really soft. I can't decide. It's kind of like a smell. Like, I don't really love the way it smells, but if it dries down and doesn't smell like that and doesn't taste weird, then I'll definitely enjoy it. I'm gonna zoom y'all out. Alright, so this is the finished look, and let's talk about it. The beauty wands, I hate to say it, but I don't think they're for me. I'm gonna keep trying them, but I feel like my skin looks more textured from them, and I don't love that. But everything else I really enjoyed. I'm gonna keep using these products, and if I don't tell you my final thoughts on them in my July products I used, then I'll tell you in my August products I used. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me and it helps my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell beside it so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys.